Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair, brought to you by Jake
and Sam.
So I suppose we should just start out the show with the hot happening news.
The hot happening, also known as everybody pissed off news.
Yes. What is it, day 8 of the shutdown?
Yeah.
Well, I should say the partial.
Well, no,
shutdown.
You shouldn't even say that. It's not even a fucking shutdown. You should say day 8 of the hostage negotiations. Because that's literally what it is. It's not a shutdown. It's a couple of stupid fucking people that are literally using the entire country for their fucking soapbox.
Yeah, and 80% of the government is still up and running.
Yeah.
So how the fuck could you consider it a shutdown?
And it's not even as if this is something that's going to be resolved at all. All they're going to do is they're going to kill our credit rating with the world market, and for the first time in U.S. history, we are going to miss a payment to other countries on money that we owe them.
Exactly.
So literally they're going to throw this country into the fucking collections departments, and for absolutely no reason. For something that they know they can't win.
Well, to me, there's a very good and distinct reason why they're doing this.
Throwing a fucking hissy fit.
No, this is way more sinister than that, son. This is fucking beta testing for the ultimate police state. Martial law, because what did they shut down? Basically your freedoms. The government is still fucking running. The NSA is still listening to your shit. Everything's going on per normal, except for you can't visit your monuments, you can't visit your national parks.
Yep.
You can't take advantage of any of the services that are given to you by the federal government. Everything else is still fucking going. The congressional golf courses, they're still up and running. All that shit. This is the true beta testing for the martial law. We're definitely seeing the inner circle getting their preferential treatment while the rest of us proletariats have to fucking fight on the street and starve to death. That's essentially what this is fucking beta testing. And proof positive is when they murdered that chick last week in D.C. I'm sorry, they fucking murdered her. And then they give the goddamn police that murdered her a standing ovation in Congress? Are you fucking kidding me? What happened is basically this chick rolls up on a military police state checkpoint like we're some goddamn third world banana republic. And she's already a little fucking schizoed. And so she freaks out when people pull guns on her and she drives away.
Yeah.
And then they just start shooting at her, driving their fucking cop cars aimlessly, running into barricades themselves. She didn't do any of that. They said, oh, she ran into barricades at the White House. No. That was the Capitol Police. Because they're goddamn mindless idiots driving around all freaked out. They essentially murdered that chick in front of her kid.
Yeah.
And that's what we live under, is a police state. And I mean, even look at the World War II memorial where they wouldn't let the vets go in there.
Yeah.
Now they're harassing the Iwo Jima memorial. They're not letting the vets go there. And Yellowstone, they had tourists that they actually held at gunpoint and they could not leave their hotel room.
Yeah.
You're telling me this is a government shutdown? Bullshit. Next step is fucking FEMA camp roundups, kid. It's exactly what's fucking happening. I'm on my soapbox early.
See, I'm not quite as sinister as that. What I actually do believe that this is exactly what happens to every other aspect of government. Is when one part of the government shuts down, that whole fucking chain that they have to go through, the bureaucracy bullshit, just completely crumbles. So once you have the upper echelon that don't say, well, you can't poke that guy in the eye with a stick. Well, why not? Because it's going to fucking hurt him.
Yeah.
You don't have that guy saying you can't poke him in the eye with a stick. Then you got the underlings, the stupid fucking idiots. Police. They just, you know the kind. They're the fucking geeks that were in high school that have the power trip now that they got the badge and the gun.
Yep.
And they literally are the dumbest of the dumb. That was the reason you got made fun of in high school. That was the reason nobody liked you. It's because you smell.
And that's the reason you became a cop.
Exactly.
So people had to respect you.
And now they're the guys that are like, I'm going to fucking poke you in the eye with a stick. And nobody can say anything bad about it because my boss isn't here.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. It's the fucking mall security cop that doesn't have a boss on site. So they do whatever the hell they want, feeling justified. And I really do believe that this country really, really, really needs to change the priorities on who they actually allow into police.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
I don't understand how you don't have to have a psychological evaluation before they give you a handgun, a shotgun, and an assault rifle and tell you, go ahead and drive around with these.
I swear they do, and they intentionally pick out the fucking sociopaths.
They probably do.
That come back from Iraq. They're like, oh, you're going to treat the American citizens like the citizens of Fallujah? Come on, here, have a fucking badge. Yeah, Come on.
I'm just going to say it. I know I'm not going to have a lot of friends that listen to this podcast that, because of what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
But as far as I understand and am concerned, the mass majority, I might add, of police that I've met in my life are some of the biggest douchebags and some of the biggest assholes in the world. It's like when they put their fucking badge on, they don't even see people as being people anymore.
No.
They look at it as, the individual.
The suspect.
Yeah, that's all it was. Is you're no longer a person. You're an individual or a case number or...
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's just one of those things. And I've had actual arguments with police officers. As you know, my wife's sister-in-law is actually a police officer. Mm-hmm. And I had the best comment that she said to me the one time is, I told her straight up, I was like, I am not that much of a friend of law enforcement. And she, why? And I told her the whole thing of being like, from my experience, once the badge goes on, your human rights go out the window because now it's anything they want to do.
Exactly.
They pulled me over for speeding. Why do you have to search my car?
Yeah.
But if I say no to you, they can literally tow my car and then get a warrant while it's in impound. Not only that, but then I have to pay for the tow and I have to pay for the impound fee. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, really? You pulled me over for speeding. Where does that give you any kind of right to search my vehicle?
Exactly. That sounds more like you're guilty till you can prove yourself innocent,
yeah.
Which is in complete contradiction to the way this country's set up.
And that's or
the ideals.
That's the way that I look at it, though. You've got these people that literally have no... I mean, who's going to police the police?
Yeah, exactly. No accountability.
These are the same fuckers that I see throwing cigarette butts out of their squad cars as they're going down the road.
Or texting while driving.
Yeah, first of all, that's littering. And second of all, you can't smoke in any state vehicle.
Exactly.
But I see it all the fucking time. Or cops drive by without their seatbelt on. It's just one of those things where it's like the whole thing of lead by example is completely gone now. More or less, it's just... more or less, now what the police are doing is, because I said so.
And see, that's what I don't understand. Why can't you follow me down that road that the ultimate goal, end game, is tyranny? None of this makes sense unless the end game is ultimate tyranny.
I don't see it as being tyranny. I see it, like I said, as being the boss is gone, so the workers now get to do whatever the fuck they want.
But you don't think that's a systemic issue brought down from the top? Because even the National Park Service are harassing people on orders. They don't want to kick senior citizens out on their goddamn vacation. They have to. Because their higher-ups say they do.
Well, that's a different story, though, because that's where they actually say, well, no, the government shutdown. We don't have funding for this, so we can't do this. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is if you're a park ranger and the last order that you get from your boss before he's like, well, I'm going on a vacation since the furlough's in effect.
Yeah.
If the last order that he gives you before he leaves is you got to kick everybody out of the park, and then he leaves, you're going to have the same exact thing just like the police force. You're going to have a couple of people that actually care about what they're doing, and you got a couple other people that are like, it's a fucking job.
And I'm power hungry.
Yeah, and now my boss isn't here, so I'm going to fucking hit you with this stick.
And God, it's coming from an endangered sequoia as well. The stick.
That's the way that I look at this whole fucking shutdown bullshit, especially what's happening with the local police and shit like that. Yeah. Because you know for a fact that the guys that are pulling the strings aren't talking to them right now.
No.
I mean, they don't give a fuck. If they're not getting paid to do it, they're not doing it. It comes down to it. People used to actually become a police officer because they wanted to change a community. Yeah. Now they become a police officer because they want the power and respect that it's supposed to drive.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing that I got into the argument with my wife's sister-in-law, is that she actually said...
Your sister-in-law, technically, right?
Kind of. But she actually said that if you can't respect the actual position, you should still respect the badge. And I said... Cool. But that's the differential. You can't just say, I need respect. Well, why? Because I'm a police officer.
What'd you do to earn it?
Yeah, what did you do?
A 2-year
Respect is something that you give and get.
You got a 2-year fucking degree from a community college.
And then you fucking
I'm supposed to
went across
respect
some
that?
monkey bars and didn't
Yeah.
fall in the mud.
And respect the badge. Why? Is the badge pristine? Is the badge uncorrupted? Bullshit. It's like when the same people tell me, like our older people that in our families and stuff.
Yep.
You need to respect the office of the presidency. Why?
Yeah.
What is so fucking immaculate about it? There's
I'll
nothing.
respect the badge as long as they can promise me one thing. That every single police officer leaves their fucking private life at home and actually upholds the law
Yeah.
when they're on their shift. Don't do anything because you don't like the jib of somebody's,
Yeah.
you don't like the skin color, you don't like the way they're walking, you don't like the way they speak,
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
do something stupid because of that. But you can't do it. We're humans, we're not infallible.
Exactly.
So you're going to have issues. If you have issues with somebody, you're going to be the one that actually ultimately causes something to happen.
That's your job.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to deal with the shitheads of society, be a fucking accountant. And that's what pissed me off the most about the DC shooting. It's like, oh my god, we felt scared because this lady just drove off. It's like, you're a cop. If you had a logical thought in your fucking head, wouldn't you shoot out her engine block? Wouldn't you shoot out her tires? Or hey, since we live in this technocratic police state, how about you just follow her with traffic cams till she settles the fuck down and then pick her up and be like, what the fuck? You have them all under complete.
First of all, I have no idea why they shot in the first place.
Because they're chicken shit bastards.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying that right now is there should be some kind of an investigation.
No, they're
going to
get a fucking ovation.
Because of the fact that, as far as I'm understanding it, military even says it, do not shoot unless they shoot at you.
Which is funny because I was talking to one of my coworkers who's ex-military, and he even said the same bullshit line. And he is a hardcore conservative.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you can't do that. You're in a secured location and you ran a checkpoint. When I was in Afghanistan, if somebody ran a secure checkpoint, we had authorization to shoot them. And I go, right there. You said
you
fucking,
had authorization,
no,
though.
And right there, you said fucking Afghanistan.
Yeah.
This is the homeland, kid. Posse comitatus.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That, like I said before, that shit flies in a third world fucking banana republic. In America,
no, it still doesn't, because then our troops, our troops still go up on investigation when that kind of shit happens.
Exactly.
And so I'm just saying right now, if there was no shots fired at the police officers, there should have been no shots fired. Period.
Well, that just shows you how chicken shit they are. Because the way the police reacted to a woman driving away from a police state checkpoint that was run by the military in complete disregard for posse comitatus. And for you out there that don't know what that means, that's basically like a rule from the 1600s that says the military cannot enforce the fucking homeland. And so you have that.
It's kind of like the whole thing on how the NSA isn't supposed to actually
spy on Americans.
Yeah, isn't supposed to work on the home.
The CIA.
The CIA is not supposed to do anything on our soil.
Exactly.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, and that's what frustrates me the most is because you're gonna give these people a standing ovation for murdering an unarmed mother in front of her 1-year-old child.
That's gonna be the next Dexter.
Does this sound like home of the free, land of the brave? It sounds like home of the enslaved and land of the chicken shit police. To me, I'm sorry. I'm just dumbfounded that
you have no actual argument
disagreement.
here.
Exactly. What pisses me off the most is how the media spun it and basically made her out to be the bad guy. And you know why they did that? Because that was going to be the Lexington and Concord of our day. Those were going to be the shots that were going to start the revolution.
I don't think that one would.
It should have fucking been.
There should have been a lot of things
basically,
that
we're
started
going to close down all the services that this government provides, but are we going to shut down the goddamn huge NSA data center in Utah? No, we're going to let them hemorrhage hundreds of thousands of dollars because of these bullshit power surges. So they're just throwing money out the fucking window to spy on us. But yet, we're supposed to just give over all of our rights and then just adhere to a goddamn police checkpoint.
The thing that I really think they should do, or it should be in the law, is if this shit happens, congressmen have to pay every day.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to start giving their checks back.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not kidding you. If you do it, this is how much they make per year. This is how much they would make every single day.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have their per diem. No. They shouldn't be able to go to any kind of doctors or get any kind of prescriptions with their health care.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't be able to get any paychecks. And in fact, I would go so far as to actually say they owe double what they would normally make in those days. So let's just put it this way. If they make $1,000 a day in the government shutdown, they should have to pay the American taxpayers $2,000 a day.
Absolutely.
If you're not doing your job and you're actually stalling the rest of the country, you should have to pay the taxes that everybody else shouldn't. So $2,000 a day. That's all I'm saying.
And frankly, I believe that, they've been shut down for half of a pay period. If you work a 2-week pay period, we shouldn't pay half of our federal payroll taxes.
No.
For this paycheck.
Like I said, they shouldn't get a paycheck. They should actually have to pay back.
Yeah, and we shouldn't even be paying taxes. Ventura came out and said that.
Yeah.
And I agreed with him 100%. Mm-hmm. If you're going to furlough the employees, guess what? We're furloughing the fucking tax revenue, you cocksucker.
Still couldn't do that just because that doesn't go to the...
Starve the beast.
That doesn't go to the actual Congress, though. That goes to the federal fucking reserves.
That is true.
And you know what the Federal Reserve's motto is? Fuck you, pay me.
Exactly. And they just appointed some new chick as the head of the Federal Reserve. And they released the new $100 bill.
Yeah.
The new Monopoly money.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, but I gotta say this one because I found this extremely hilarious. There is actually a place that did a polling. It's called Public Policy Polling.
Okay.
Is the name of the company.
PPP?
Yep. And they did polling asking people what they felt Congress was doing, how they were doing, and they actually gave them a couple of different choices of saying, like, well, how would you rather live with this than have the Congress in office right now? This one is absolutely fucking hilarious to me.
What did they compare it to? Like, what were the choices?
Yeah, I got one for you right here. Voters say they have a higher opinion of hemorrhoids than Congress by 53% to 31%. And just to let you know, I just want to make sure that people understand this. That means 53% of people polled said that they would rather have hemorrhoids than to fucking have the congressman that they have in office right now.
Yeah, they're more satisfied when they get hemorrhoids than they are with the way Congress is running the country.
I could not believe that when it just absolutely fucking awe-striking that people said that 53% of people said I'd rather have an irritated boil on my ass basically than to have my congressman in office right now.
But in their defense, there's not much difference between the two.
Yeah, that is pretty much. It's saying that 86% of people polled said that they are very, very disappointed in Congress, and they disapprove of all congressional members.
This doesn't go Democrat, Republican. Nope. This is across the board.
86%. This is the lowest poll that any Democrats and Republicans they didn't break it down into, do you like Democrats, do you like Republicans? No, they just said, how do you think Congress is doing?
And I suppose they just polled everybody, no matter what their political leaning was.
86% of people in this country that were polled said that they disapprove and say they disapprove of Congress, which is in the line of a recent CNN survey as well. So PPP did this as well as CNN, and they both came back with the same numbers. 86% of people polled. What is it? The next one that I thought was absolutely funny is the polls say voters prefer Congress over Miley Cyrus right now.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
At least they have a better approval rating than Miley Cyrus. And she knocked it out of the park on SNL, apparently.
But this is it, though. They prefer Congress over Miley Cyrus, Lindsay Lohan, Vladimir Putin, and Anthony Weiner.
Wow.
So there's 4 fucking people in this world that Congress are more popular than.
And they're really not the best people. The first 2 is bullshit because they're celebrities, and that doesn't mean fucking shit to anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the other 2 are legit. And Vladimir Putin, I'm sorry, who brought peace in the Middle East this last time around? Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, he is a douchebag for a lot of reasons, but...
Maybe Obama should give his peace prize to Putin.
Damn straight.
Putin's done more to fucking promote peace in the Middle East than Obama ever has.
I gotta read this one, though, because I thought this was hilarious. It's even more telling that voters have a lower opinion of Congress, mind you, than annoyances like the DMV, jury duty, health issues, hemorrhoids, and this was another one that I thought was hilarious, and even witches. They actually had that in the polling, asking people, which would you pick, a witch or Congress?
But see, that gets dicey when we lump Michelle Bachmann into the situation. I need to savor between the two.
I wish I was polled on that one, because they'd be like, what do you think about this? What about witches? Dude, I'm from the 6th district in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I have a witch.
I do. Exactly. Oh, that actually brings me right to this article I saw in the Huffington Post about Bachmann.
Miss Crazy Eyes herself.
Yeah, I guess she believes that we're living in the end times.
Oh, of course she does. She's a fucking crazy bitch.
Crazy Christian. But in an interview Saturday...
I'll go bitch.
Okay. Christian bitch.
Yeah.
Let's make...
Gotta throw the Trump in there.
Dude, I'm gonna throw a fucking religious hatred whenever I can.
Well, first of all, if nobody actually knows who she is...
Oh, everybody knows who she is.
Other than just her crazy rants... We are actually from her district. Yeah, say a prayer for us if that's what you think it'll take. But
or send a nuke.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll give you her address. I mean,
can we get a snook up in her?
Yes.
But
for those of you who'd never heard of anything and why she ran for Congress, she actually said that she fasted for 3 days and had hallucinations, is what I call them. She actually claimed that she had a vision of Jesus.
No, that's a hallucination.
Yeah, I call it a hallucination.
I agree.
But she had a vision of Jesus, and he told her to run for public office. And anybody who knows anything about the human body should know that your body actually goes for probably around 3 to 4 weeks on no food.
Yeah.
And then you start having some problems. I mean, 3 days without water... And yeah, you'll probably have some hallucinations or whatnot. But if she motherfucking said that she fasted for 3 days and started having hallucinations, that bitch is crazy to begin with.
I agree.
Because you don't fucking fast for 3 days and start talking to Jesus.
That is true. But you got to hear what she said in an interview on Saturday with, Jan Markle on the Christian radio program, Understanding the Times. And I'm going to say it like an NPR announcer.
We rode dinosaurs.
Yeah. But according to this, Bachmann accused President Barack Obama of giving aid to terrorists.
Fucking A.
And you know what? I can't disagree. I hate to admit it. But this, she says...
She does have health care.
Yeah. Basically, what she says are solid evidence. She says, this is solid evidence that we have come upon the last days of this existence on this planet. Because, quote, President Obama... waived a ban on arming terrorists in order to allow weapons to go to the Syrian opposition, Bachmann said. Your listeners, U.S. taxpayers, are now paying to give arms to terrorists, including Al-Qaeda. She continued, this happened as of today, which must have been Saturday. The United States is willingly, knowingly, intentionally sending arms to terrorists. Now, what this says to me, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. As I look at the end time scripture, this says to me that the leaf is on the fig tree. Is that a part of the Bible?
Yes.
Okay. You're more of a Bible scholar than I. So she says that according to this, that proves to her the leaf is on the fig tree, and we are to understand the signs of the times, which is your ministry. We are... God, I can't even read this. This is fucking nuts.
Because it's almost like it's a different language.
It is. We are to understand where we are in God's end time history. So she goes on to say all that, and then basically she keeps on to say that, quote, the baton of global leadership has been passed by America to the mullahs, the Marxist world, and other dark forces. The
mullahs?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is a mullah?
Let's Google that. I have no idea what a mullah is.
What the fuck?
It's nothing like...
never heard that.
It's not like a mook, is it?
A mook?
You fucking mook? Are you a mullah or what? That just shows how goddamn ignorant my ass is.
It almost sounds like it's a racial slur or something.
No, I get
a touch of the tar brush.
It's generally used to refer to a Muslim man or woman educated in Islamic theory and sacred law.
Wow.
So basically kind of...
I'm just going to say this right now,
So
that I
it's-
am absolutely shocked that Michelle Bachmann knew a word I didn't.
Well, she...
Her speechwriter knew it.
No, the only reason she knows is it's basically the Muslim counterpart of what she is. They're the exact same fucking people.
What, an extremist crazy fuck?
Well, just somebody, like it says here, used to refer to a Muslim man or woman educated in Islamic theory and sacred law. What is she? She's a congresswoman educated on Christianity or Christian theology and sacred law. So that's the only reason she knows what the fuck it is. It's because it's her counterpart on the other side of the goddamn scenario. They're the exact same person. They just talk to different imaginary people.
Yeah.
Let's not mince fucking words here. That's what it is. So I just find that's ridiculous. And then she's like, rather than seeing this as a negative, we need to rejoice. Come, Lord Jesus. His day is at hand. When we see up is down and right is called wrong, when this is happening, we were told this, that these days would be the days of Noah.
Oh my God.
You just, I love how you just dropped your head. It is complete and utter, like, defeat.
That's because I'm actually embarrassed for her to actually say that. I would honestly put this out. I have no problem with anybody being religious as long as they keep their fucking religion to themselves.
I agree.
When you start quoting scripture to me, that's when I start quoting beer labels to you. Like, I could give a fuck less what you think you know more than I do about what happens when we die.
Yeah.
About who and what created what.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what? I just took one of the biggest shits of my life today. Should I say that I just created that in 7 minutes and on the 8th I rested?
Yeah?
Because
And I hope you do not flush that, because that is abortion, sir.
I'm just saying.
You are an aborter.
I did not want the responsibility of keeping that bad boy around. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'd feed it. But I mean, I just the analogies of religion, and mind you, you know me, you know what I came from. But I'm going to say this to anybody else who's listening that doesn't know my background. I went to a private Christian school from kindergarten to 8th grade, where we actually had Bible study. Once a week, we went to church, and we had a separate, sermon and everything like that. And then again on Sunday we'd go and...
So you had to go twice a week?
Well, we did once for school.
And then once for family.
And then once for family. So on Wednesday we went to church for school. And then on Sunday we went as a family.
How many credits do you get for church?
We did. And I'd also had to go through Sunday school when I was younger too. So I'm not going to say that I don't know anything about it. In fact, for a while there, I thought I had a rock-solid faith until I started looking at the actual world and going, how the fuck do people think they actually know this shit?
Yeah. And it's not so much as you're right or wrong. It's just, how do you have such dead certainty
Yes.
about something nobody can prove?
And it was just to the point of, I've probably read the Bible cover to cover at least 3 to 4 times. Mm-hmm. And I find it funny that I can actually have conversations with people that have that rock solid faith and know more about the scriptures than they do.
Yeah.
Just because of all my years of studying.
Well,
and then they ask me about it, and when I say I'm an atheist, I'll pray for you. And my favorite line to say on that ever, and I'm sure you've heard it 100 times, is when they say that to me, I always say, I'm going to pray against me and we'll see who God loves more. Chances are he's going to love me more just because I'm going to fuck my body.
Yeah. Well, that's the huge thing is, like, just like you said it, is you actually studied it. Those people that you're talking to, they don't study it. They regurgitate what the fucking asshole up on the pulpit said that week.
And the majority of the people that I met in church literally didn't do it as a faith-based thing. They did it more or less as a, oh, look at me. I'm going to be saved. And
a lot of people I've come across that do it most...
It's like a keeping up with the Joneses
thing.
And
it's a networking thing. It's almost like, what am I trying to think of? God damn it, now I can't even think of it. Chamber of Commerce.
Well,
meeting.
there's some of the most narrow-minded people I've ever met in my life, too. Like, you remember when my dad grew out a ponytail?
Yeah.
He actually had people of the church stop talking to him because they didn't think it was proper for a man to have long hair.
Even though this motherfucker's been going to this church and been a fine, upstanding Christian for
We were
years.
ushers. We were fucking... We did the collections.
So you were...
My family actually did that, and then we'd count up the money and put all the shit into the safe and all that kind of stuff. That's how much shit we did in the church. And when my dad grew out his hair and he had a ponytail, he actually had people stop talking to him because they didn't think it was proper for a man to have long hair like that. And the best part about it was when you walked in the fucking church, you looked over to the left and over to the right, and what was on the wall? A picture of long-haired Jesus.
But men shouldn't have long hair.
Exactly.
He's just being Christ-like.
I know.
Well, that would almost be a perfect excuse.
It's the irony of the hypocrisy that happens in church.
The more Christ-like you are, the more Christians hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry.
And
that's
the
just
more
the fucking
Christian
long and short of it.
Well, and the more Christian that they pretend to be, the less likely they are to turn the other cheek.
Yeah, no shit. Most judgmental, self-righteous sons of bitches you'll find are religious people.
We are really making a lot of friends today with talking about the police. Now we're on religion.
Dude, fuck them.
Yeah,
That's
really
why we have a podcast.
Fucking right. I have a microphone, so you will listen to everything I have to say.
And then the views just go down.
Yeah, what the fuck? Viewers, we even have any of those?
Hey, is anybody still listening to this?
Yeah, exactly. Hello?
Hello? Hello, guys. Oh, shit. Should we get on something a little more fun?
I'm having some fun.
All right, fuck it. Let's keep ranting.
I love ranting. You know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's what we were even talking about, me doing a solo rant.
Yeah, no shit.
I could probably take up 2 hours on every fucking one of them.
Yeah, all right, so I wanted to bring this up before, so I might as well just bring it up now. Did you hear, what was that, Friday when that dude lit himself on fire at the...
Yes.
In the mall?
Yes, they did.
In Washington?
That's fucked up.
Dude. Come the revolution.
Yeah, he went fucking Buddhist monk on him.
Hells yeah. And see, right there, that's why but he does not understand the way media works. Why would you do it on a Friday?
No.
You're basically gonna get buried.
That's like doing it on Super Bowl Sunday.
Exactly. The best day to do anything in the media is Wednesday. People are at their height of paying attention on Wednesday. You pretty much in this country get like one day that people actually are participating in the world is because Monday, Tuesday, there's still, a weekend. I wish it was still the weekend.
Oh, by
Wednesday,
Thursday morning, everybody forgets anyway. So
and they're on to the weekend again.
Yep.
That's why Wednesday is the key day to get into the zeitgeist.
That barely got any kind of fucking publicity. In fact,
no.
I didn't even see it in USA Today or any of the other news applications that I scan, and I still find it funny. I saw it on BBC. Yeah, the BBC app that I have, I actually saw that.
Yeah, I saw it on Russia Today or whatever the fuck it is, that RT America.
The BBC has a column, if anybody wants it, it's just a regular app, it's free to get. I love it. It actually gives an unbiased opinion of what America is like, because they actually have a section that's called US and Canada. And there's never anything about Canada on there. Nobody gives a fuck about Canada.
Hey, look at this picture of a moose over there, guys. That's the biggest moose we've seen in these parts since the 1920s, huh?
Don't litter, eh?
Eh.
Oh, take off, Ozer.
But that's why they wanted to just basically suppress it, is because that woman getting shot in D.C. was the Lexington and Concord. This dude committing... the Buddhist style of burn yourself up. These are called precursors to a revolution. And they don't want this to gain any traction, to understand that people are this disgruntled.
The worst part about it is the shit that should get absolutely no media attention.
Like Miley Cyrus twerking on Saturday Night Live.
Goddamn right. Nobody should give a fuck about Miley Cyrus.
No, but they're gonna.
That little boy needs to go away. Wait, that is a girl in it. No, I'm thinking of with the other one that I'm thinking about.
Oh, the Bieber?
Yeah, Bieber. Okay, never mind. So yeah, Miley Cyrus is a girl. You know how good I am at pop culture.
Terrible.
But, I mean, the stupid bullshit that you actually have news stories. And I'm just going to... Here, let me just bring one up real quick.
Okay.
I'm just going to bring up... Okay, we've talked about quite a few things.
Yeah.
There's a hell of a lot of stuff that's completely newsworthy right now.
Yeah.
And this is the USA Today. This is the app that they have right now. I'm going to update it, and we'll find out exactly what their top stories are.
Yeah, I wonder what it'd be right now.
Breaking news.
At 8:22 Central Standard Time.
The top one is Obama to nominate Yellen for Fed chair.
Yes.
I can understand that. First take, Obama says he won't blink this time. Why is everybody using that stupid analogy of, I won't blink?
I will not back down.
Then the next one, climate change thaws Alaska's ground. All right, we're still in here. White House denies Egypt aid to be cut. Still going strong. Apple to hold October 22 event.
What?
October 22. They're having an event.
I suppose since Apple's so fucking cryptic about everything, it's not going to tell you, but whatever.
Norwegian names 2 new ships.
Ooh, they're the Norwegian Navy?
No, Norwegian, the cruise line.
Oh!
Chris and Bruce Jenner announce split.
That is big news.
Sanchez has shoulder surgery.
Who's Sanchez?
Don't know.
The Jets?
Yeah, Jets. All it says is Jets in the title.
Oh.
But, Max Relief. Tigers force decisive Game 5.
Baseball, okay.
NYPD officer arrested in cyclist melee, and I do want to speak about that.
Did we talk about that last week?
I don't know. Here we go. Here's breaking fucking news. In your dreams, luxurious pet hotels of U.S. Viral video shows postal worker driving through yard. That's what we have as breaking news right now.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking stories on USA Today's apps.
That is perfect.
The only reason that I actually have these apps on here is so that when I look at them, I can just briefly peruse the actual stories, and then right after reading just the titles to the stories, I go to actually stuff like the Huffington Post or BBC News, and I actually read what's real in America.
That is true.
Like you go to that luxury pet hotels. Who the fuck is doing this at the USA Today? That's like, oh yeah, fucking print that. That's got to be a top story. You fucking kidding me? Earlier today they had one, what is it, Neiman Marcus? I think that's the store in New York. They had a story about Neiman Marcus and their new lineup of holiday gifts.
It's not even Halloween yet.
Exactly.
Oh, I just actually saw a picture on Twitter where somebody was at Target and they took a photo of the Halloween decorations in the foreground. In the background was Christmas decorations. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Can we at least get done with this pagan holiday of Halloween to move on to the next pagan holiday of Christmas?
No, because we're completely materialistic and people would rather spend money than actually worry about anything or listen to anything. I absolutely do think that the media coverage that we have has actually been the killer of the media.
Yeah, well, it's not true media. It's state-run media. Let's get over this bullshit that we are a fucking first world country and that we are a free society.
Well, there's more propaganda in the big networks than ever has been. We had more information given to us when it was taken out of a 3-day. This is what happened on Monday and it's Friday now, but it's in the paper. See,
exactly.
You had more fucking information when it didn't come to you, Johnny, on the spot.
Well, and that's the problem with the instant information. It was like
they'll just print it without even having a fact.
And oh my god, there's fucking social media bullshit. Like Twitter makes it worse. Like with the DC shooting.
Yeah.
Everybody was thinking, oh my god, the Capitol's under siege. There's shots being fired outside of the Capitol. This crazy woman is going down the street, shooting out her window like Yosemite Sam at the goddamn police officers. And then when the dust settles, what does it turn out to be? An unarmed woman getting shot down by the police.
And the only thing that the media has to put into the story to cover their own asses to make sure that it's not any kind of slander or anything is just one stupid word like assumed.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And And that's the problem with the media is they're basically...
Media shouldn't assume. I'm not getting news from people that assume something. That's like
you could get better media news from me because I assume 90% of my shit.
Well, I'm just saying that if you're going to actually get your news from somebody who assumes or somebody who thinks or, sources say, well, what sources? Can't tell you that because they're not credible as of yet. If you're going to do that, you might as well just go to church for all your news.
No shit.
Because it's the same thing. It's somebody being like, well, we assume there's a heaven and a hell. And we assume that Jesus died for our sins.
But what they're doing is they're acclimating us to the police state. Because basically the only thing you're getting out of the DC shooting is the question of, why was this lady not bowing down to the police like she should have been? Not, putting them on blast like they should be and say, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is a first world country.
Yeah. This is still one of the first stories that I've seen in quite some time where you can honestly say that somebody that had a diagnosed problem doesn't get any sympathy for the problem that they have. People are just like, well, yeah, she shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You should cower.
I'm not even a schizo, and I'm just going to say it. When people point guns at me, I tend to try to go the other way.
Yeah, it's fight or flight. And if you have a child, a woman's going to run before she stands and fights. And if you already got... And the chick was already having paranoid, delusional thoughts. Her husband, or whatever, the father of the child, even reported it to the cops, saying that she thought... her house was under electronic surveillance and the president was, placing Stamford, Connecticut under, martial law and all this bullshit. So you already have a woman that's mentally unstable who's, once again, on psychotropics. Nobody understands this common thread.
She should have had help before she...
The Navy Yard shooter, the Columbine shooters, the Colorado movie theater shooter, the Newtown fucking elementary school shooter... All of these people. That
dude that was in Japan that went into a fucking preschool and slit like 14 kids' throats.
They're all on psychotropics. Do we need gun control? No, we need prescription drug controls.
We need both. We definitely need people that are on prescription drugs not to have the guns.
Fuck, we need to actually get people off the prescription drugs. Personally.
There's a small minority of the people that do need them.
Yes.
But fuck, we grew up in the ADD era where,
shit.
Fidgeting was one of the 5 symptoms of ADD. You show me one child that doesn't you show me an adult that doesn't fidget if somebody goes, you have to sit here for 8 hours.
Yeah, no shit. And that's why they want to breed that out of you, because that's your inevitable demise and your future.
Is fidgeting? That's going to be my demise?
No, you sitting someplace you don't want to be for 8 hours a day. That's why they try to train you as a child. To do this menial bullshit.
Exactly.
So you can accept to do it when you're an adult. That's why the education system's fucked. They're basically training everybody to be mindless drones.
Yeah.
And then with these fucking smartphones, people are walking around like they're goddamn fucking zombies as it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just not paying attention, fucking drooling on their side of their mouth, checking their Twitter feed, running into fucking traffic and getting hit by cars.
Or doing it on when they're in their
driving
car
and hitting other people that are looking at their cell phone.
I will honestly say this. I have actually seen somebody walk into a wall because they were so fucking...
entranced with their phone.
They were so into this texting that they had going on that they actually walked into a fucking wall. And I made them feel like utter shit, and I hope they always... This happen? That was actually at the pet store. I was sitting there buying fish, and fucker walked right into the fucking wall instead of going out the door.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because, the sliding doors, and then on the side of the sliding doors, they still have the glass.
Yeah.
You just walked into the fucking glass.
Oh, my God.
He was about 6 feet off of the doors.
What'd you say to him?
I just started laughing, and the guy looked over, and I just went, did that fucking happen? Yes, that fucking happened.
And you're like, hey, that just happened.
Yeah, and he gave me the worst look ever. And the best part was when he gave me that look, I looked back at him, and I said, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to get mad at me that you walked into a fucking wall, you idiot? And he just walked out real quick. But I couldn't believe it. Guy was so into his texting that he couldn't even take a second to look up to find out if he was walking into a door or a window.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then gets mad at me because I pointed out how stupid he was being.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You should have had the clerk pull the security camera so you could put it up on YouTube.
Oh, that would have been
You'd
grand.
have got 100 million views.
That would have been grand.
Tosh.0.
Yeah,
Next episode.
no doubt. It's just one of those things where people are so entranced with their little gadgets and gizmos that they don't fucking care about anything else. And they're becoming detached from everything.
Yeah.
And they're starting to believe that everything that's on their little gadget is fucking real.
That is true. And what's the saddest part of it all is I think the generation coming up, they're going to have no sense of what privacy is. They're not going to comprehend it. They're not even going to think it's going to be a sacred thing. Is because everything they're going to post is public. And they're going to grow up basically being like, we have no Fifth or no Fourth Amendment. Because I post everything on Facebook, Twitter. Everybody knows what I'm doing at all moments of every day. And they're going to be happy as shit to give away the rest of our rights because they were brought up not to believe in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, frankly. That just came out today. Did you see that in Arkansas? This mother got all pissed off because her sixth grade student or daughter came home with a report that basically the teacher's like, you've been enlisted in this committee where we're going to revamp the Bill of Rights. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through the Bill of Rights and you're going to take 2 of them out that don't apply anymore and then substitute them with 2 more.
Fuck you.
Exactly. And so, of course, she went fucking nuts.
That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard to teach any child.
Exactly.
They should be taught that the Bill of Rights is unbreakable, unmistakably law. You cannot change, bend, do any. Those are the fucking law of the land.
Yeah.
The Constitution and the Bill of Rights are something that should never change. Ever. Those are basic and primitive laws that are founding this country.
Exactly.
If you take any of those away, this is not the country that was founded.
Yeah, what scares me the most is the mom even said, my daughter hasn't even been taught what these mean yet.
Yeah.
Like what these truly mean. She hasn't
You add to it. You don't take it away.
Yeah, she hasn't even gone through a civics class.
Fucking idiot.
Or anything like that. So she's basically going to be trained.
And where was this?
Arkansas.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but this is under that whole new federal fucking standardizing bullshit that
But
Obama
that's what I'm
pushed.
saying. Down in Arkansas, nothing's going to be done about it, and they're still going to teach that same class because everybody's going to be down there. Well, it's God-fearing Arkansasians, or whatever the fuck they call each other.
What they want the students to do is basically take the Patriot Act as being your new Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
And what they do is they want you, the fucking whole point of the assignment is to basically take the Bill of Rights, take the Patriot Act, and take all the other auxiliary bullshit laws that have been passed since that and put them up against each other and say what 2 amendments do not belong and basically what 2 amendments are you going to take from the Patriot Act and put in there. If that is
ridiculous.
If that's not brainwashing our fucking children to be proletariat slime.
That should be unconstitutional to actually teach like that.
Exactly. You should be teaching them because the wording and even the verbiage is so convoluted. What the teacher needs to be doing is explaining to them what each and every single one of these amendments and every single one of these rights means to them.
Yeah.
In the context of the modern society.
But you
could
honestly say that even when we went through school, though, I mean, in history classes and stuff like that, it was almost one of those things that they almost just briefed you on. I mean, they never really had a class that taught you every single constitutional amendment.
Well, in my elementary, middle school days, before I got to high school, we actually did have a civics class that we had for one semester.
It doesn't dive into what I'm trying to say, though. It doesn't teach you every single constitutional right. It doesn't teach you all the Bill of Rights. It doesn't teach you in specific.
But I know for
every single one of them.
But I know for a fact at least because the Constitution is such a hefty document to even try to get a goddamn 7th grader to pay attention to. But I know the Bill of Rights, my civics teacher actually went through every single one of them, read them for what it was, and basically put them into the context for what that means right now.
Yeah.
And then that was what, early 90s, when there still was some sort of resemblance of an educational system, not basically a goddamn drone factory.
Yeah. But it comes back to the same thing of in those civics classes and those history classes and shit like that. That's the reason that the majority of our citizens actually do believe that we have a democratic society.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I find funny is when you talk about congressional rights and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
People don't know what they are, but we're so stupid in our own fucking just the political structure that we have. The majority of Americans think we live in a democracy.
Yeah, that's what you're fucking told.
Yeah. But if you're smart enough, you start picking out little places and things.
Yeah.
Like, and to the republic for which it stands.
And how can you be a direct democracy if you have representatives?
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, if we were a democracy, every single person would vote on every single law.
And how do you have the Electoral College if you're a democracy?
Yeah.
I mean, there's just those three. Those are just three of the huge glaring things that if anybody stopped and paid attention, they could never believe this is a democracy.
Or just look at how they teach people, well, yeah, voting. You vote in this. You vote in this. Well, yes, you do for the majority. Like, you vote in Congress. You vote in Senate. You vote in House reps. But you don't vote in the president. We're 1/3 of the voice that actually votes in the president. Every single person in America could come out to the polls when, the president is being voted on.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single person could vote for the exact same guy. And he's not guaranteed to win.
No, it's because the representatives from each state could easily be like, no, we're going with candidate B.
Yep.
I don't give a shit what my constituents votes. All of our delegates.
If the Electoral College and the rest of the representatives vote for a different guy, the
Electoral College would not be in their favor because if everybody voted for the same guy, all the states would go to that guy. So he would get
not necessarily.
Yeah, he'd get
those guys are already voted in.
No, it would just be when they actually placed the vote.
Yes.
In Congress.
Yes.
They could switch it, but the Electoral College would still remain the same as they won. It's just the quote-unquote representative could easily be like, no, fuck you.
But you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's 2/3. Yeah. 2/3 majority is always going to win in my books. So every single person in the United States could vote for one person for president, and that doesn't
mean he's going to be president.
Nope. In fact, chances are that means he's not going to be.
And frankly,
he's going to be good for the people.
Yeah, and then even what the Supreme Court was just hearing the whole debate as to, raising the limit that an individual can give to a candidate and all this.
Yep.
I hate, what pisses me off about that is the asshole rich people that say, well, you're taking away my free speech by not letting me fucking give all the money to who I want. And I say, no, you're taking away my free speech by buying every single elected representative.
Not only that, but the Koch brothers are taking our free speech by actually putting up the protest zones that they bought.
Yeah, I mean, that's what pisses me off when they use that bullshit.
You can protest behind that 10-foot barbed wire fence.
I'm sorry, money does not equal freedom of speech. And I don't give a fuck who said it does. And the Supreme Court could say it does, but the Supreme Court also said corporations are people.
Yeah.
But I'll believe that when Texas executes one of them.
And they should.
For the crimes that they've committed against BP should be executed just for the people they put out of work in the goddamn Gulf Coast.
Fannie Mae.
Amen, brother. Goldman Sachs.
I would just say, simply put, war crimes.
Yeah. Or the entire Bush family, the entire Cheney family, the entire Bin Laden family.
I don't know, though.
Complex.
Seriously, man, I have a hard time believing that Cheney would ever get executed just because first of all, I don't know if he can die.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Second of all,
I don't think he's a human, first off.
Second of all, I think that if you kill a demon, you're kind of cursed.
Ooh, or maybe that's why they don't execute him, is because they don't want to release the demon from its mortal coil.
Yes.
So then it'll just
if he dies of natural causes, then it has to be reborn.
It'll be like Ghostbusters 2. We're all this.
Don't cross the streams?
No. We're that crazy ooze. Like, made all these, like, spirits come out.
Exactly. We got to find some place to put the comedy.
It's hard to come by on this pod. But, I mean, that's a legitimate thing. I think they probably don't want to kill him just because they don't want to release the demon that's what's inside him. Oh. He definitely feeds off people's hate.
He's in like a former life, he was Vlad the Impaler.
Yep. You know, when he was vice president, he's like, yes, my pretties, your hate only makes me stronger.
Exactly. He is such the emperor.
Oh, God, yes. Fuck.
Give in to your anger.
Exactly. What would that make fucking Bush then?
Bush was still what he always was. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. He's a good puppet.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Bush was good at dancing.
Yeah, he was the puppet. And basically now they put the...
He tried to kill my daddy.
Yep, and now they put Barack Obama in there, who is the fucking smooth-ass closer.
Oh, he is. I'm just going to say it. I really do not like him anymore. In fact, I think he's probably one of the biggest pieces of shit.
He's worse than Bush. He's
one of the biggest pieces of shit that was dressed up in the finest perfumes and didn't smell like shit.
Exactly.
So, at this point, though, I can honestly say, even not liking him, I bet if I met him face-to-face... within half an hour, he could probably be fucking me in the ass.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I mean, he is just so goddamn smooth that if you were face-to-face with him, he would probably be giving you, just this lecture and just so seamless, effortless, and just... you wouldn't even know what was happening, and then all of a sudden you would, like, open your eyes and be like, what the... he's in me! He's in me!
I'm being sodomized by the most powerful man in the world.
And for some reason, you would probably just go... I'll let him finish. I've already come this far.
I just need to get that stain on my dress.
I mean, it's just one of those things where you look at him and you're just like, God. You are such a fucking bastard. But then you hear him talk again, and even not liking him, you just go, he makes sense.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He's looking at me.
Dude, that mental picture I just got was fucking disgusting.
That's what I'm here for. The talent. I don't know. I definitely haven't seen anybody as smooth as he since Clinton. Well, I mean, and I think he's even more so than Clinton. Clinton was just the laid-back Southern guy that was just like, come on, baby, let's party.
Dude, he was blacker than Barack Obama.
Yeah, he really is. But Obama is more or less just the guy that's just like, I know you don't like me, but I'm going to tell you why you should like me. I'm just a really nice guy. Look at me.
I know, and he's got the best built-in defense ever. Oh, you're against Obamacare? You're a racist.
Yep.
Holy fuck, what I would not give for a Trump card like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then if Hillary wins in 2016, she's got the goddamn chauvinist card to play.
I really doubt she will, though.
She can't.
She lost so much steam this last couple of years.
After she was complacent in the murder of Ambassador Stevens in Benghazi.
Exactly.
She should not be fucking president.
Well, like I said, she's lost so much steam after that. People actually started hating her. Yeah. Not just disliking her, hating her.
Legitimately.
Saying that she was literally the entire reason for Benghazi. Yeah. So, I mean, after that, that's the kind of press that you don't come back from politically.
No.
And I really don't think she's not going to get anything else. Even if she tries to run for it, she's not even going to get the nod.
You don't think so?
Nope. I don't think the Democrats will have the balls to put her up in it. I think they're going to more like... I actually fucking think Kerry's going to try to do it.
Oh my God, I just came across this because I saw it on the corner of Huffington Post about Hillary. The anti-Hillary Clinton buttons that were spotted at the California Republican Party convention. Look at this. They read, KFC Hillary special. 2 fat thighs, 2 small breasts, left wing.
For those of you that can't see it, my eyes are bulged out of my head. I cannot believe that they did that.
Oh my god! And
How is it that the GOP is so fucking stupid that they allow this shit to happen just to make them look even worse?
How ignorant do you have, dude? That's just.
This is like putting the fucking crosshairs over Gifford's picture online and going, "We didn't tell anybody to shoot him."
Oh yeah, no shit.
Fucking morons.
Oh, that's great.
God, who the fuck is the guy that's actually saying, "Yep, that's a go"?
That's
because you know that idea came to somebody and they were just like, "Eesh.
That is brilliant."
Yeah, let's do it.
In all honesty, it's in horrible taste, but if I came up with it, I would have loved the idea.
If I came up with it, I would have loved the idea, but I would not have printed it. That would have been an inside email joke.
Yeah, that's...
Or, seriously, how is it that we've come this far where even other political figures are degrading other political figures so much and then going, well, I don't know why people don't respect the office. Because you're all pieces of shit that use this kind of slander on each other. And then when it's all said and done and you get in office, we're all of a sudden supposed to forget every slimy piece of fucking slander that was thrown your way as well.
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious. You got two people, one of them that's going, he doesn't even wipe his ass. He's got stains every goddamn time he takes a shit. Really? Where's your proof to back that up?
Yeah.
But nobody cares.
This right here is proof positive why we need campaign finance reform. We need public funding of elections. Every candidate gets $10,000 to run. That's it.
And absolute transparency on monetary values.
Just, you get $10,000 from the public. You can have nothing else.
Absolute transparency. I want receipts on everything you spend your campaign dollars on.
Your $10,000 on?
I don't care if it's $10,000. I don't care if they have donors, but I want to know every single penny that goes to them from whom, and I want to know where they're spending that money.
And that's not going to solve the issue. The issue is campaign finance reform. You basically got to make public funded elections because it would be awesome in two ways. The first way would be you wouldn't have the bullshit money corrupting it. And secondly, you would go down to a 3-week to 2-week campaign cycle. Not fucking 4-year.
Oh, they're starting it already, man.
Cycle.
They're already giving like the fucking...
Well, yeah, look right here. KFC fucking Hillary special. 2016, she might run. And they're already attacking her. Yeah. This was developed, those buttons were developed by somebody that has way more money than sense. Frankly.
Well, if you're going to look at it, though, the reason that I'm saying complete transparency on all funds is if you're going to look at it, look at what fucking Sarah Palin did with her money. She spent over $150,000 of campaign contributions for a wardrobe.
Exactly.
I don't know where the hell she's shopping. $150,000? Your wardrobe that you just bought, and this isn't your full wardrobe because I know you had clothes before you ran for vice president.
This is just your campaign clothes.
Your wardrobe for campaign was more than my house.
Exactly.
And you're supposed to have my respect how?
And you're supposed to be fiscally responsible as a Republican how?
I don't give a fuck if you're wearing a burlap bag.
Yeah. I would actually probably have more respect for a fiscal conservative if they were in a burlap bag, because I'd be like, hey, they put their fucking money where their mouth is.
Yeah. Mean, I can't believe that this kind of shit actually happens and people will still vote for these people thinking that they're, actually straight up with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, seriously, I'm running for president. And you spent all that money on what? That was supposed to get you to be president, not to get you dressed.
Yeah. But you need to be well dressed to get the job.
Fuck that.
Dress for the job you want, Sam, not the job you got.
So she had to have 12 different pairs of glasses and 15 million pantsuits?
I agree. Fucking A.
It's come down to the point where we're not even the laughing stock of the world anymore. We're the laughing stock of our own country. Because everybody here is so fucking materialistic. And like the new commercial, I find it absolutely funny. We all love our devices until the next one comes out.
That's
you fucking kidding me? My phone is 3 years old and I'm still not even thinking about upgrading it because the bullshit that they have now. So it's a second faster than mine?
Yeah, no shit. Well, the screen's about 1/4 of an inch larger.
That one has 12 more pixels.
Yep. That's, yeah. So I can see them titties with less pixelation.
Exactly. Yeah, even when I went to go buy the tablet, because the wife's been fucking hounding me on it, saying, "Oh, I'm so sick of using my phone for this. I'd want something bigger." And I was like, "All right, fine, shut up."
You hear that
shut
in
up.
the bedroom too, don't you?
Yeah. But I was just like, "Yeah, shut up. I'll go, or we'll buy one." We went out and we bought one, and the best part about it is the chick at the store is like, "Oh, this one's brand new. This one's top of the line. This one's bomb. This one does this. This one does that." And I looked over and I was like, "Wow. That one's $150 cheaper." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, but that one doesn't have a stylus." So, whoa. Did you just say that I would be paying $150 for a stylus? She goes, "Whoa, well, this one's a little faster, and the screen's a little bit more clear, and this one says it has 1080p. Well, yeah. Well, that one says it has 1080p, so if you're saying that it's clearer, how
This has got the Retina display.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part about it was I looked at Leah and I was just like, "Yeah, we're going to get that one." And she goes, "Well, I don't know if I need the stylus." And like, I don't care if you need the stylus or not. You can use a fucking finger.
No, and
That's why they're all touch screens. Use your goddamn finger as a stylus.
and I work for a fucking promotions company. I can get you 50 of them for free.
Oh, I don't think it works on it. I don't know, though.
Yeah, it does.
Huh.
That's what we sell them for.
Well, then give me one.
I can get you one that's a goddamn stylus, pen and flashlight and highlighter combo, kid.
Fucking, I need it.
All right, I'll get on our
I need
website.
3 of those because they're going to be obsolete in the next week.
All right. I'll sign you up on the company website and send you some free samples.
Yeah, I can't believe that people are that. It goes along with the attention span that the country has.
Yeah.
You hear a news story and 2 days later, what? Huh? That happened?
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, you just told me about that 2 days ago, and I actually read the story, and now I'm coming back wanting to discuss it. Oh, yeah, but now this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking bullshit. See, this is why I don't ever try to tell anybody about pop culture at all, is because, or to try to keep up with it.
Yeah, no shit.
Because it's ridiculous. I have all these people that are like, "Hey, did you see this on Facebook?" No, because I haven't been on Facebook for 8 months.
Yeah. It was just like that bullshit you pulled up on your phone. Whatever, the Jenner, Chris and Bruce broke up today.
I don't know who those are, though.
It's the Kardashians. Their parents.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they named Kardashian, then?
Well, because
I don't really care. Don't even explain.
Well, it's kind of interesting because the mom was married to this Kardashian who was actually a defense attorney for O.J. Simpson. And then she divorced. Yeah, then she divorced him and married the Olympian.
Oh, that's where I know Jenner from. Yeah, he's an Olympian.
The triathlete.
Okay, I gotcha.
He did the triathlon, right?
I don't know.
Jenner?
I don't know what he did. I just remember hearing that name, Bruce Jenner. So when I was on there, when I read that, I was going, I kind of know who that is, but don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people pay way too much attention to pop culture and not enough attention to actual events.
Well, they will get their healthy dose of current events when they listen to this pod.
Are you guys still out there?
Are you still out there? Because we've ranted.
We'll start talking about Honey Boo Boo more if that's what it takes.
Because we have literally been ranting for over an hour about politics.
Really? What we at?
An hour and 8 minutes.
Nice. We didn't even get to any of the other shit, like
Any of the
Crazy
other
Florida. Or...
Well, we'll have to save this shit for next week. So I guess we should just wrap it up for this week, huh?
I could go on for 5 more hours, but I guess,
could too.
Yeah, they probably want us to wrap it up. In fact,
let's crack another beer, see how badly the Wild are getting beat, and call it a fucking night, huh? Well, until next time, Jake Jelinski.
Sam Regner.
Come the revolution.
Not fast enough.
Amen, brother.